What do you hope to accomplish through this protest?
A one-day demonstration will be here and gone tomorrow. If this goes on and on, much like the Arab Spring, perhaps we'll have an American autumn.
And what do you think might be the next step after the protests start to catch fire here?
It's really hard to predict. Again, I didn't even know that this was going to happen until yesterday. Perhaps politicians will start listening. Perhaps more people will join. The larger the numbers, the more difficult it is to ignore us.
Can I ask you a question?
You may.
Excellent. Why are you here today?
I'm here to represent most of America.
Okay.
Have our basic needs met.
And what would your personal hope be as far as what would come out of this protest?
An equal playing field. Give everyone a chance. Where is the American dream? Is there such a thing anymore? Let's bring it back. Let's get everybody fed and everybody have jobs. Let's work for unity.
What do you think is a practical step to take after people know what they're protesting for?
Changing laws that better protect the majority of America, the working people, the people who want to work. Level playing field.
Level playing field.
We are the 99%.
We are the 99%.
Well, a little backstory about why I'm here is right now the economy isn't great. Not really too much that people can do about it. I'm 22. I've been holding down a job for basically around 10 years doing this or that. For the past 8 months I haven't been employed. I've kept on trying, and at 22 years old, 2 semesters left of college, I've been independent since 15. I think it's pretty bull that I can't even make my own money to buy my own food. I have to go through food stamps for the first time in my life, and I don't want to hand out. I want to be able to earn my money, and it's not possible right now. I think that the majority of the country is feeling hurt. The government should be doing a lot more, if anything, to try and help us out.
Why am I here today? Come on, man, look what's going on in New York. It's going on everywhere. You know, what's really cool about this is it doesn't matter if you're Republican or a Democrat, you're just fed up. You know, that's what I am, I'm fed up. Something needs to change. One voice and one crowd. It's a small crowd now. That's the way it started out in New York. It's a small crowd, and look at it now. The other day, 700 people arrested on a bridge. I hope that happens here. I hope people start to listen.
What do you hope for this protest to actually accomplish?
People to listen. Maybe people to be held accountable. You know, people to hear us. You know, we're speaking softly now.
Right.
You know, so you better listen up.
What are your feelings about Wall Street?
Oh, come on, man. It's a joke. It's a joke. Man, I'm just fed up. Just like you. Just like everybody else out here. You know, like I said, hopefully this gets big, real big. Just like it did up there, just like it happened in Europe and all over.
Now, I was mentioning to somebody else that it seems like there's no specific charismatic leader or figurehead. This feels really like it's a collective protest, and it seems kind of historic in a sense to me.
It is, and it seems like people will really go out of their way to make sure that it's the voice of. I mean, the premise of one of the premises of Occupy Wall Street, or one of the tropes of the protest, is that we are the 99%. This idea that 99% of the country is essentially footing the bill for 1% to not return, and for them to not return that favor, I think many people find objectionable. There are a lot of different feelings and views and sort of approaches to addressing, a greater concern that there is something wrong with the system. We need to fix it, and so a lot of these protests, you see a lot of process discussions about what are we going to do. Like it took a long time, to build messages. The New York protests had months of preparation, and we have 72 hours. But one thing that I believe that people who are here, that when people are coming here, it seems that they are here in agreement that something is incorrect about the system, and that they are, if not committed, they are at least interested and invested in trying to figure out ways to fix it. People are committed to change.
Well, we were just mentioning the mainstream media. They're basically clueless on this. The clips that they choose to show are like basically poking fun of what's going on. They don't understand that this will have a focus once there's a consensus on each individual issue. Then the demands will come, and a process in making those demands happen will come about. But they can't handle more than one damn issue at a time. So if it's not focused on foreclosure or the war or any other given issue, they don't get how they all tie in. They don't get how energy, alternative energies tie into doing away with fossil fuels and therefore less destruction on the environment. They don't get any of that, or if they do, they don't talk about it. So I think what's going to happen is with these protests happening all over the country, and each city kind of trying to identify a specific issue or a way of going about advertising to the general public what their issue is about, I think then you'll have a nationwide consensus on what our demands are, and they're numerous. I mean, you can look on pretty much, you can look at the Wall Street site, you can look at the Washington, D.C. site, the Freedom Plaza thing that's coming up. There's any number of, like the E-Revolution that I just put up a day or so ago. All of them are trying to help people understand what our issues are. And our issues aren't bogus. They're about, institutions and how institutions control our life.
Me neither. High five. High five.
The numbers are going to grow.